Start.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Shadolance's Tactics. Today I wanted to show you one of my favorite maps of all time. This is where I really got good with the shotguns, and it really is a shotgun heavy, very shotgun heavy map. I really love this map. Vertigo is one of my favorites. It's a very small map, very similar to Junk Fleet, although there's a lot less like junk, obviously. It's really straightforward. It reminds me a lot of the map from Modern Warfare 2, I believe it's called High Rise or something. I don't know what it was called. Never really played that game very much, but it's very, very similar to that, and if you're familiar with that map on Modern Warfare 2, you should be very familiar with this map right off the bat. The feel is exactly the same. Even the color shading is the same. So that's pretty interesting. Now, I'm actually in the bad spawn right now. This is the really, really bad spawn. It gets spawn raped all the time. It's so easy to spawn rape this map. Actually on either side, but I actually prefer the other side to this one because the other one's very open and it's very, very easy to just get out of it quickly. There's not a lot of like doors and stuff in your way, whereas this one you just get nades chucked in here all the time and it's kind of a problem. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. Now if you're base raping this map, you can actually base rape the other side from your spawn, which is kind of crazy. So very small base. Junk Fleet doesn't allow that for so much. I mean, obviously it's very close quarters, but there's still obstacles in the way. Granted, this one has some higher area stuff, so you can still kind of spawn right from your own base. One of the best ways to do that is right here. You can actually hit people up there, and this is one of the least used tactics on this map I've ever seen, and it appalls me to no end. Most people are too central and focused down this area right here, and of course it's a great area because they walk out of their base right there, boom! But they may also have spawn shield, which is a problem. One of my favorite areas to hit is right there. Great spot to hit, no one's ever watching, and you can pick heads behind the box, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't usually expect that barrel to last very long, but one thing that is actually possible to do that I don't see a lot of people do, I've seen Asian Psycho do it a lot in his videos whenever he plays on Vertigo, so you can run up here and glitch up onto here the same way. Well, not really, it's a glitch. It's a way to jump up on here and get up there. If for some reason I can't do it right now. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't, but get your knife out. And same thing like when you try to get up on top of something like on 2 towers or on Junk Fleet, you want to switch your mouse that way and then back this way, so just like really fast do that. Try to do it one more time. I can't really even do it right now. There you go, got it. So sometimes it happens, but that's the way it works. So I just kind of teleported up there. It's kind of weird, but anyway, a couple other things you may want to know about this map. New players to this map may not know about this back here, but this is a great spot to go AFK. Not with a weapon that sticks through this, obviously, but it's a great spot to spawn camp right there, because you can also hit people walking out right there. You can hit both there, but you're also a little more open than you may be comfortable with, so there's that as well. And also, it's a little bit harder to hit people through here. One of my favorite spots, personally, to camp is actually right here, because they usually just don't see people right there. And you can still hit people in nice spots, which is really good. One of my favorite spots to reload is right here. Whenever you're rushing down this hallway, you use the spot to reload, but be careful because they can hit you through that. One of my favorite tactics is to get behind this barrel and shoot all the way down through here. You can hit people right in that little area where my hash is right now coming out of the base, or if you know someone's running back up into the base, you can hit them as they do that. Just time it to your head where they should be. I'm actually going to head back over to the other side of the spawn, the other side of the map right now, just so I can get back to some of the stuff that I wanted to cover over here before moving to the other side of the map. Now, if you're actually in their spawn, this is the way you want to spawn rape. There's a couple of different strategies you need to use, but what you want is a continual movement. You want flow, and some of the ways to do that is to camp literally right here beside this, where there are people spawning there, middle, and there. There's 4 general spawns. There's one here, one here, one here, one here, and I believe I think there might be one out here as well, like right here or something, but I'm not 100% sure of that. I think they all spawn in here, but I'm not, completely sure of that. One of my favorite things to do is crouch down right here. And when they spawn here, they'll be facing this way, actually. They won't be facing inward, or if they're facing inward, it won't be turned enough to see you. So actually, you're perfectly fine sitting here. They won't be able to see you unless, your barrel is sticking out past this box. But you always want to, this is where you kill AFKs, basically. You just sit here. And if you're using a spec, you always put your meds right here behind this box. You can sit them down right there, which is a great spot to be, because then they can, help you. And they're a little bit harder to see. They're behind a box, and it's usually a better spot to put it. Another place, if you're base raping this, is to sit right here, hit people walking out of the base, crouch down behind this box, and it's almost impossible to see you. Your head is kind of like right there-ish, and you're really hard to see, so it's actually a great spot to camp. And also, you can hit people down there. Now, if you have a clan war going on, a great way to pincer people if you're doing an elimination clan war on this map for some reason is if to have one person right here with a shotgun, like I was saying before, and just sort of hang out right here. This guy has to go, and I can't kick a player when there's 3 or less in the game. I forgot to put a password in this room, but anyway, you want to have right here, get a person with a shotgun. They're a little harder to hit if you're down low like this, or you can come up here. I guess he's going to be having a fight, which is kind of nice or whatever, but anyway, You have this whole mess right here. You can pincer people, very easy to do. If you're using knives or something, you can run around this way, and also you can come here. So like that flow thing I was talking about earlier, and this is true on the other side as well. One of the flows I like to use is if you try to run in through this door right here, immediately go up the stairs, ignore everyone else, and keep a note of where everyone else is. Sorry about the volume and shooting, guys. I don't know much I can do about it right now, but this is one of the best sniping areas, and what I was talking about earlier, how you can kill people from their spawn. If you're in this spawn, spawning on this side, you can hit people there, but be very careful because they can peek the box. One of the things I would always suggest is destroy this box and destroy that box right off the bat. Very important to do, especially if you're planning on going over to base rape that side. I usually prefer to have that box destroyed, so like I said, that flow earlier, I can just run up here and immediately run back down there and go up and just keep doing this whole like circular loop thing that I'm drawing right now with the stairs. It's very, very useful. But you have to be very careful. People utilizing this right here that I'll get to in just a minute. This whole mess over here is very, very easy to kill people that's back on this side. And then also you can use this box to peek right here and kill people there. However, you need to be very careful of head peekers that glitch themselves down in between there. Last thing I want to talk about, this little spawn thing. Another great place to put meds is right here. And then also you can jump around here. And this is a great spot for 1v1s. I love doing 1v1s in this map. Great spot for snipers particularly. It's not your first place you would generally think to look. And now I want to talk about a rushing strategy from this base. And not only is it important to maintain a flow when base raping this side, but what you want to do is your rushing strategy. There's a couple of different ones. The most basic one is very linear, quite literally. You run down this hallway, might jump behind there, but you just want to rush, be very tactical, getting to the side. And like I said, you can base rape and pincer people from there to there, either from here or from underneath this area here. Now, you can also rooftop jump, which is my personal favorite because it's a little bit more open, it's reckless, but you're going to get more kills doing it. So while you will get killed more often, you will get more kills, especially if you're good at it and you've practiced it. You want to run this way, just immediately come out of the stairs, run out here, and get yourself over here. Now, while you can, I'm going to run back this way real fast, hit people right here, you're too open, and this is not a place you want to stay in for very long. You want to immediately get over here and use this peak right here to kill people there and coming around this corner here. Ignore people over here for the time being unless you absolutely have to deal with them first, but this is your priority. This is where you want to be. This whole building here is part of your golden spot. You want to get over to here, and then you can hit people here, and ignore these people here because this building is in your way. You can hit people coming up there, and this is a great spot to camp, especially in an elimination game. Now, if you're a sniper, or if you're using a G36 or something similar, this is not the spot to be. Sorry, this is the spot to be. If you're using an OMA game or something similar, not the spot to be, because you can be hit from the behind way too easily, especially people rushing this way. You need to be very, very wary of people coming around here. Although you have pretty good protection on this side is the weak point here, but generally, given that people are right here, they can usually cover you. That's not always the case. If you're going to die, it's going to be from this side, which is also why you have a shotgun and you have the higher ground, which is very, very nice. Another thing I'd like to point out is down here, sniping this way. Pretty simple hallway snipe. Usually if you're playing Elim Pro, you want to have someone right here doing that, basically. And then have another person watching from outside. So I'm just gonna head right back over here. Actually, it's probably a good thing he killed me because I wanted to show off something else anyway, and it's a good way to pretty much example what I was talking about. Now, usually when I'm in this spot, I don't like to camp in here or even behind this wall. This is going to sound incredibly stupid, but you actually want to camp over here when you're spawn raping this side, because you can hit people coming around here, peek them and hit them there. And on top of that, you should have a backup shotgun if you're doing, the smart thing on this map, to get headshots from above. The higher ground is always better for the shotguns. Now, obviously this is a great sniping area, and there's a lot of little holes you can peek through right there. Very, very useful for hitting people on here. So if you know someone's peeking right here, great way to do it is to get right here and you can hit them right there. You can see where the tracer was. It's right there. Well, yeah, it's right there. So yeah, you can see the tracer and it hits people right there, which is really, really useful. Not to mention you can hit people coming up here, and you can hit people doing what he's doing now. Not always the smartest thing, but you have to be very careful because people can be sniping you from there. And then there's this whole area here. You can assume what this is for. Get your shotgun out and rush that. So now I'm going to move on to the other side. The other side's there's a lot less to it. Mostly it's just the whole rushing strategies to get over here, utilizing this right here. This area to snipe people walking out down there and here and there. Just keeping a cover on all your areas. This right here is one of my favorite spots in the entire map and why I usually prefer to play on this side. I can camp right here very easily and hit people up there through this little hole right here. Something you need to be very wary of when you're up there, and why I always suggest you camp on that side, or if you're camping on the outside, get out there. Very, very important because you're covered from this area right here quite well. usually you want to stick away from right here. Obviously, you're just going to get yourself killed. Although if you need to take cover from snipers, just duck to the side here, very easy. Or if you want to try to make a rushing attempt, the way to do it is not to go straight through here. You always want to jump up here, take care of anyone who's watching there as quickly as you can, or down here. Although usually you can ignore these people because they're too central and focused on this side. It's not very smart to run out here in the open anyway, because that's where nades go off like crazy, so generally not very smart. You can hit people coming this way, and assuming you're trying to kill the guy back behind there, the method I would use is jump up here, quickly watch that, kill people here, jump up through here, watch there to make sure they're not rushing you, come back this way. Before you even go around there, take a quick peek backwards, make sure they didn't rush after you, and kill. Very, very easy way to do it, and you can do it very quickly. I'm going to show you exactly how fastly we would be doing that. So assuming I have a person down there, literally just run, check that really fast. He's there, so I would probably drop down right here, try to hit him, or if I can right here, run down this way. Very, very quick. You can get through that entire process very quickly. Good way to rush and get kills. If you're not even worried about anything else, obviously you can run along here, get your shotgun out. You already have the higher ground on him if he's coming out either direction, so it's a really good way to get kills quickly. Now, if you are rushing this side, one thing I would always suggest is that you get rid of both of these boxes as fast as possible, because it's a very easy way for them to get up here and get snipes here, here, and here. Very versatile spot, similar to right here. So be very careful when you're doing that. Now, the only couple of flows here I would worry about. The first one, obviously, is to hide right here and just wait for people to come up and jump down here. One of my favorite tactics with shotguns is to jump here and fire. This is just far enough of a fall that you won't take damage, so that's always good. I almost never take damage running down these stairs, so that's probably fine. Try to protect this box as long as you can, but usually, like I said, if someone's over there and they're smart, they're going to destroy both of these boxes as fast as possible. Now, there's two different strategies here, and it will determine whether this box is here or not. Well, they're determined by whether this box is here or not. First of all, the first strategy is if you're base raping this side, leave this box here and peek through this right here and hit people walking around out here. Or if you can peek on this side, hit people here, and leave this box here to protect yourself. Obviously, you're open to the back, but that's part of what this map is about. Now, if this box is destroyed, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Is that you can sit right here and snipe people leaving there, or coming out right here because their heads and bodies should be visible to you. And then when you finally feel like this spot is exhausted its usefulness for, one run, drop down here, you have your shotgun, or you can drop the opposite direction and camp right here. Excellent spot for meds, by the way. For some reason, people just don't ever seem to recognize that they're there. Now, if you're in this base, you can also use your spawn, like I said earlier, how you can kill people from, your own spawn, and spawn rape from your spawn. This is one of the things I was talking about. You can hit people running up there, and you can peek and hit people behind the head right there. Now, if you're on this side, I would highly suggest you destroy this box right away. Now, so I can show you what I'm talking about. People running out here and using the rushing strategy I was describing earlier, great way to kill them quickly. The only things I would be wary about is meds are usually going to be right here, so if you're base raping this spot, they're usually going to be right here, like 99.9% of the time. Now, right here, best way to base rape this spot right here is to drop nades here. You want nades to be there, and then use this spot to snipe people walking past here. Literally, that is such a close range that if you miss quick scopes like that, you probably should be playing a different game. Now, like I said before, you can also drop down into here, hit people coming this way and that way. So it's a great spot to hide. You have a lot of protection, and it's not really a glitch. I mean, look at it. You actually just fall inside. No knifing or anything required. You just fall into it. Using this is a great spot for juking, so if you're just kind of using shotguns, get your shotgun out, juke people around here as much as you possibly can. And the last thing I'd like to point out, it's not really a glitch so much, but it has been something that someone has tried to patch before, unsuccessfully, is that if you get up here, get on top of this thing right here, you have to get up on this little yellow rail, and then jump up here, and then you want to get on top of this light. It's harder to do. I got stuck on it a little bit right there. I kind of want to show you guys this, so I want to get up here. There's a couple of ways to do it, and I'll explain the other way in a second, is that you get stuck on there, and you can get on top of the roof from the light. Like this. Oh, come on, I can make it. I got this. Come on, jump forward. There we go. And I'm up here. So then you can also do this. Now, obviously, you're extremely open, but because of this box here, it makes base raping this side a breeze. And I've never seen anyone get in trouble for it, but, I'm not going to be the devil's advocate here. So, coming up here, another way you can do it is that if you jump up here, you can jump. If you jump onto this box right here from this side, you can also go for... I'm just not even going to bother trying because I'm so laggy right now. But, you jump onto this box, jump up onto this wire. You can do that just by jumping straight. It will put you on top of that wire. Get on those and get up there. Very easy way to do it. And, obviously from up there you can jump on top of this thing as well. So jump on what you want to use. Another great spot to camp right here. Hit people running out of there, but you're also very open, so just be very careful about that. That's really all I want to talk about, guys. I know I went through this very fast. I'm talking like lightning speed, but I wanted to cover as much as I possibly could, and I still didn't cover everything. If I ever decide to come back to this, I will show you the rest of my tips, but thank you for watching this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Shadolance out.